Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
See everybody over there.
After the last couple of weeks, what's that mean to you guys? Hearing those guys still cheering you that hard.
It means the world, Not a lot of fans in the country would, come out and have a sold out arena and still be cheering and still be happy for a team, that lost 3 straight. So we're just very grateful to have fans like that in the country. And so it means the world.
Miles, tell us about the final play, the winning shot.
First of all, shout out to Miley. That was the perfect pass in the good spot. So, I mean, I was kind of panicking at the moment. Like, that was in slow mo, but like, I made it. And after that, I don't remember what happened. Like, everybody jumped on me. So, yeah, grateful for that, for the opportunity. That was my first buzzer beater. So, feel good.
Did he surprise you with that pass?
I had the space. I was like, okay, maybe. I was like that. I saw the ball coming. I was like, oh, damn, that's coming. And that was like it. So.
Nina, what did you think about the pass and the finish?
I was looking at Mally for the ball, and I just see him throw it up. So I was like, "What are you doing?" And then I seen Frenchie down there. He caught it, and I was just in awe. I was in shock. So, but glad it worked out. Yeah.
Amiel, you think you'll remember your first start?
Yeah, that's my second start, but like definitely good to start today. I mean, the most important, the win for sure. Like, I just want to bring my best to the team, like as a starter, as a like coming off the bench. So I'm just happy for the win. So yeah.
I mean, 26 points. We've seen you play like this before, but I think you would admit you've probably been in a little slump. What did you think? What were you feeling the last couple of weeks, and how do you feel today?
Last couple of weeks, I was just going back to the basics, back to my routine, blocking out the outside noise, just getting lots of reps and just staying true to myself. Just trying to contribute in other ways to the game. But today, my preparation just took over, and I was just able to showcase what I've been working on. So
When the shots aren't falling, do you find it affecting other areas of your game? How was working on?
yeah, defense, rebounding, and try to play make when I can. So those are things that I do. I think I do good other than scoring. So I just try to implement that every single day into the games.
You feel like you were starting to break out of it though on Wednesday. You had a pretty good game on Wednesday too.
Yeah, but we didn't end up with the win, so it didn't really feel that great. So
How about you've watched him kind of develop the whole season? What have you seen from this guy?
just he's like a sponge, he just absorbs all the information we give him, everything that we throw to him. He's able to adapt in certain situations. Like today, coach just threw him and he just started, and he was able to showcase what he could do and able to fit in right away. So I'll just say, it's great to have a freshman who comes in who's ready to listen, ready to learn. That's the biggest thing. Some freshmen come in and they think they know it all, but he's been true to himself. He's been always asking questions, things like that, and always working hard. So that's a good thing that we ask for him. So.
Every time the team needed a big bucket, you get it. So feeling it today.
Yeah. I mean, shoot. Mally, Nate, everybody was just making plays, getting into the paint, getting into the basket. Just if the defense is collapsing, I was just there for easy catch and shoots, and it just worked out today. So.
Were you getting tired out there, Mel? You played a lot of minutes, more than what Zed was hurt, I think.
Yeah, that changed, but like, I mean, I was ready, so that was okay. Like, yeah, the overtime was kind of tiring, but I was good. I feel good.
Over the last couple of days of practice, and you guys must have been shocked with where the season was, and 3 straight losses. How did you put it on it?
Coach just talked about just weathering the storm. It wouldn't be a process without ups and downs and things like that. So, again, we just stuck true to who we were. Came out of practice just ready to learn, ready to correct our mistakes, and just ready to be just really hungry to get a win. So.
When they came back, I want to race that big lead. Were you guys feeling those thoughts creeping in your mind again? That maybe it was,
Yeah,
going to happen again?
yeah, but the players on the floor has been in these situations countless of times and things like that. But we was really, really working hard to just come out with the win. So
How much you guys got to prove, next week going back on the road, that you guys can win there?
say that again.
How much next week when you guys be going on the road for your next game? How much do you need to prove that you guys can win on the road?
How much do we need to prove?
How much do you want to prove?
Yeah,
with that next opportunity on the road.
You want to answer that?
I mean, we just take game one by one, like try to win everything and like play the best we can do, and I will see what happens. But if we play the best we can do, that should be good.
Yeah.
How about that block he had late in the game there? Gave the guy a little look, too. He's got a little
Actually, the
target.
player is French too. Like
Yeah.
I know him. I was playing against him like a couple of years ago,
Oh, yeah?
so I was like just talking in French
You did?
Yeah.
What'd you say in French?
a little bit. You don't want to know. I'm kidding. Yeah, I feel good. I mean, like that's a big play in defensively at a good moment. So yeah, that was a good effort. So yeah, I'm proud to see that back.
I saw something else right before the game started. Like they sent a guy down that he's going to dunk right before you guys. You kind of swatted the ball away from him. Do you remember this or not? Right before the game starts.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
Loyola guy.
That was not on purpose. I haven't seen.
What?
No, I'm not like that.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good one, fellas. Thank you.
Yeah.
He is. He is. Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah. I'm glad. I will be down this year. I just did last year, it didn't work out.
Somebody made the joke about Rob Butcher succeeding in Doug Huss out here. I was like,
Oh, no. Don't tell me I gotta go to the president and get my credentials, because he'll never give me them. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna bring that asshole. No, yeah.
somebody, I think it's Johnson-Berry, said some stuff about, don't be challenging, all the guys that love stuff, but he said, go around the state. He said something. Yeah, back yeah. And said he lets him say that to his face. I said, I'll come to where you at. I'm gonna tell you about it. Say it to your face. John. They don't care. That's what capital, like that, what you say. You know, it's that,
I already looked that up, yeah. That's,
That changed his tune.
sorry, you're first division one.
yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe we're zero games.
What's that?
He sort of went before the game.
Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah. So this guy, big factor.
Yeah.
Because he ain't got no
He's like,
pressure.
Yeah.
With his wife,
Swats the
yeah,
ball.
okay, she's nice. She went to
But
school
then
with
they
my
got
cousin.
You're right about everything, the shot or?
Huh?
You're right about You can try to talk to Malachi.
Yeah, I'll see if he
I had to that door, so, what are you doing with my wife? He goes, you know. I said, no. And he hated it. He hated it. She is so nice. I don't know what she wants with him.
Okay, yeah.
And you know, Larry and Jamie are so cool. They're so cool. They're nothing like him. Yeah, Larry is really good. Because Larry called me. I said, we scored, want you to come back down. I said, I didn't think so. He said, "There you go." I said, okay. It just didn't work out like that, but I will get down there this year. I've already changed some stuff around where I can get down. They had to cover all these golf tournaments.
There you go, if it works.
Parks, were you at the Wright State game? I listened to him on the radio, that NBA score, 120 to 113.
Yeah, no.
That was no defense in that game.
When I was on the road, right?
No, it was at home.
Oh, okay.
I love it when Coach Brown, he said, there's nothing, this is an NBA game, there's no defense. You know, Coach Brown, he's good, he's good to hear into this game. He lets you know how he feels. But Chris cuts him off too much. Who, Chris? Yeah, oh, Brown? Yeah, yeah. Every play. Right. Right, because the play-by-play guy, I mean, the color guy's not supposed to talk that much. He does know, yeah, he does.
Just some shorter sound bites.
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't lying about that.
Man, heck of a basketball game. Obviously, a lot of back and forth, a lot of swings. Like you talk about it every game. It's always going to be a game of runs. And I thought our guys did a good job. Coming out with the aggression and playing the game the way we need to be able to play it in the first half, and then the second half. At that about the 12-minute mark, it flipped. They got it going from the three-point line, and we knew coming in that was going to be something that was going to be a key to the game, transition and the three-point line. And, they got it going and raced a double-digit lead really quickly. But a word that we've used a lot this year with our group is resilient, and they were able to weather that storm and find a way to make enough plays to put us in position, to have a chance. And certainly, at the end of the game, they were able to come down and convert, to tie the game up. But just the headiness of Malachi, just to be able to be aware. So when the shot went in. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the replay, but I looked up and it's 3.8 on the clock when he caught the ball. And so just the presence of mind to see the clock and understand the situation, to be able to advance it and survey the floor, and then to be able to make a pinpoint pass like that, that's an innate skill, that he has. And then, for Amael, as a freshman on that stage, to be able to go out and finish the play like that, that's huge. And so we had a lot of great efforts, all across the board tonight. But I'm just really proud of the resiliency. The last time we were in here, there were a lot of questions about our guys' ability to block out the noise and stay together. And I think, regardless of what the outcome would have been tonight, I think our guys showed, their character in terms of what they're about. And certainly, we're happy to get the win. There's a lot of basketball left to be played. We certainly understand we got to get better. From an offensive standpoint, we can be better. From a defensive standpoint, we'll need to be better. But this is a team, I think, that showed the character today in terms of the fight. And so proud of our guys.
What have you seen out of Enoch just for him to get back on track? I mean, he played pretty well in the last game shooting wise too. And tonight he had just a career night. What have you seen out of him in practice?
It's basketball, Dave. And you've been around a long time. You've seen a lot. Sometimes guys are going to shoot the ball well, sometimes they're not. But Cheeks always gives effort. He's a worker. So it's just basketball, man. That's just the way it goes. So I thought, I think he had 5 steals. I don't know how many rebounds he got, but his imprint on the game is far more than the points that he scores. So let's not restrict who he is to how many points he scores.
Anthony, how about Amel's progression this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going through that process that most freshmen go through of understanding what's required, in terms of the physicality of the game, the pace of the game, and his impact. The thing we talked about in the beginning of the year is he demonstrated just a high IQ in terms of being able to pick things up and adjust, and so his development, he was in the starting lineup today, and first time he's had a chance to do that. And obviously, I think maybe we played Capital. Maybe I think I started in that game, but in a game of this magnitude, and I thought he had a confidence and a calmness about him. I thought he did a lot of good things for us tonight. Obviously the extended minutes, fatigue kind of set in. We lost Ed there, after the fall, and so his minutes got a little bit more extended. And I thought Isaac came in and gave us some really valuable minutes as well. So all across the board, again, it's always going to be. To me, it's always got to be team. I mean, we're in a day and age where everybody wants to make it about so much other stuff, man, and it gets in these kids' heads, and it's hard for them. It's just really hard for them, and you fight it as a coach, you fight it because you see it, and they can get sidetracked. But if you keep the main thing about what it's supposed to be about, and stop trying to make it something else, it's team. It's team. That's where the joy is. Not everybody gets to do it. Maybe, I don't know if all of you have had a chance to be a part of a team, man. But there's nothing. Where else can you get that? Can't get it anything else in life. Nothing else. Right? And so just the understanding of the joy, like I walked in the locker room and just to hear the excitement that they had for each other, coming together and getting the win. Where else you finding that? All right. So let's keep it about that. That's what it's about.
What made you decide to start Latte today?
Just switching things up. Certainly I thought he's earned it with his consistency. Just switching things up. Obviously, when you drop, 3 in a row, you're looking for something to kind of give you a spark and try to figure it out. And, whether we win or lose, I'm always trying to figure it out. But, just try to give our team something that can maybe give us a different feel to it today. And I thought he did a good job. I thought he earned it.
What gave you the confidence to go with Jay down the stretch on defense, let alone on the point guard?
Yeah, just what we see out of him on a daily basis, from a defensive physicality, his urgency, those type of things. And as a freshman, he's still got to grow and get better. But, there's a confidence that myself, our staff, his teammates have in his ability to do what we needed at that time. They really got it going in the second half. I think you can look at the numbers and, They shot 60-something% from the field, 60-something% from the three. And it seems like they were just, I don't know how many in a row they were getting. And so we had to try to stop the bleeding, and we needed a bigger, better defender out there to maybe take away some things. And I thought he was effective for us doing that.
How was Zed? He did come back in the game?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't available. He tried to go, there in the second half, and it just kind of got tight on him. So I don't know anything. I haven't been able to talk to any of the trainers or anything since the game ended. He was in the locker room with us, so hopefully it's nothing that'll be, keep him out. But we'll have to wait and see.
You did go deep. You mentioned not only JM, but Ahmad was playing.
Yeah. I mean, we've got to, without Posh being out there, obviously from a depth standpoint, we need some other guys to get some opportunities and make the most of those opportunities. I thought Ahmad gave us some good minutes today. Obviously, for a freshman in that environment again. You look across the stat sheet, and he didn't score, but he has a positive impact on the game. And I think just his understanding of what's required, the urgency that he needs to be able to play with on both sides, he's learning that, right? This is a brand new experience for him, not just college basketball, but being, from another country and understanding what's required every day. So I thought he did a good job today with the opportunity he had.
It was a pretty quick turnaround. How much was the prep was focused on yourselves rather than all on Loyola?
Yeah, I mean, I think most of it is us. Most of it is us. We have to understand our identity and who we have to be to give us the best chance. There's a lot of really talented teams, a lot of really well coached teams. I don't know what Loyola's record is, but the stuff that they do from an offensive standpoint, the different looks, the talent they have, it's really good. And this league doesn't get enough credit for the talent and the caliber of coaching. We play, a pretty challenging non-conference schedule, and getting in the league every game, I'm sitting there saying, man, this is going to be a battle because they got really, really talented guys. The physicality that they were able to play with, the guards they have, the skill level they have, as good as anybody in the country, right? And so the results in the non-conference may not show that, and I know beating a dead horse when you talk about, what this league is, but I think people across the country, this is a really, really tough and challenging league. You got to be able to bring your best every night.
Your next opponent, Duquesne, is a good example of how you can turn your season around. They had another big win tonight,
Okay.
And they're playing really well. Going into that road game, what are your early thoughts?
I don't know anything about them as of yet. So, I mean, they're all, like I just said, you got really good teams, really good talent, really good coaches across the league. So I haven't seen them play this year. So we'll start to watch them, tonight or tomorrow, and try to get prepared.
How was Marvell doing? I think he had his second surgery.
Yeah, he had his second surgery maybe a week ago.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a long process for him. So his family was in town, for a few days. He's not mobile as of yet, so really haven't seen him. But hopefully, from what I heard, surgery went well. So it's just a matter of taking the process, allowing the process to take its course, and hopefully he'll make a full recovery and be able to get back to doing what he loves to do.
So how would you envision that last play?
Which last play?
The one that won the game for you?
Oh, well, just like we talked about at the timeout, how we wanted to execute it. It's perfect execution.
How much do you practice those situations, like 5 seconds, 3 seconds on the clock? You do how much can you?
Just there's a lot. So we have situational things that we practice. That wasn't one of them. That's all Malachi, his innate awareness to understand the clock, to understand the situation, to survey the floor, and to be able to see it and give us a chance. And so that all goes to his innate ability to make the play.
They reviewed it and put time back on the clock, but there was still a tenth of a second still to go. What was your mindset or message to the players?
I mean, those with 0.2 on the clock, they had time for a tap. So we just needed to make sure that we protected the rim. We put a guy on the ball to make it a difficult pass. I thought the guys did a good job. Amael affected the trajectory of the pass, and I think it was Nate that got his hands on it, just batted it away. So, yeah.
Anthony, I was going to ask you, we all hate to see Doug retire because he's such a great guy. And he was here when you was a freshman, and he's still here when you got back. Just talk about him for a minute.
Yeah, man, he's the best. It's about all I can say. Like, he's the best. Like, he's a guy that, when you're in this profession, you go around and, you know a lot of people throughout the profession. And so anytime I've been around anybody that's talked about Doug, or everybody raves about him. Just who he is. The thing that stands out is, for a guy that's been doing it as long as he has, unbelievable humility, unbelievable pride. He's a guy that's always trying to help the next person be successful. It's never about him, So today was probably a very uncomfortable thing for him to be celebrated, because he likes to shine the light on everybody else. And so, in today's day and age, you're losing that quality, of people that are selfless, not about them. And Doug's just the epitome of that, So my suspicion is that as much as we appreciate and know that, when he's not around, there'll be a lot of things that you just take for granted, that you guys probably take for granted, that myself and, our program and the athletic department probably takes for granted, that, man, he does all of that. Like, he does the job of probably 2 or 3 people, just in terms of who he is. So I'm happy for him, that he gets to enjoy some time. He and Patty, they got some hobbies. We'll all miss his he brings vegetables in and kind of shares them with everybody. And so hopefully he'll still do that, but yeah, just the day-to-day stuff. It's hard sometimes, from my seat. Sometimes, when things don't go your way, it's hard to be in the mood to maybe do some of the things that are required. And then, Doug has a way about himself that you just know, okay, no, you got to do the right things, you got to do the right things. So win, lose, or draw, Doug is always about doing the right thing. So yeah, I'm just happy for him. We're going to miss him, but he's earned it, he's earned it.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.